afternoon, students. I've made you this video on calculating future value from an exam type question. Often what students struggle with is to know when are they supposed to use the future value formula and when are they supposed to use the present value formula. And the clues to this are given in the question. It tells us here, so let's just highlight the important information. It tells us here that Tsepo had started making payments, monthly deposits of 1,000 Rand into a savings account. And the first day that he did this was on the 31st of January 2020. So the moment we see the word savings, that means that it's going to be future value. We can see that he's depositing 1,000 Rand every month. So that means our value of X is going to be 1,000. He continues to make monthly deposits of 1,000 Rand at the end of each month up till the 31st of January 2020. So that's important for us. And the interest rate was fixed at 7.5% compounded monthly. So as far as the interest rate is concerned, we would first have to divide that by 100 and then by 12. So that would give us 0.0705 over 12. And now let's work out the value of N. He's going to make 12 payments a year for 12 years. But he makes one additional payment on the 31st of January 2032. So that means he's going to make 144 plus 1. So he will make 145 payments in this case. All we need to do now is go and substitute this information into the future value formula, and we will be able to calculate how much his investment is worth immediately after the last deposit. Okay, so let's go ahead and sub in. So calculating future value. He pays 1,000 Rand a month, 1 plus the interest rate, 0.0705 over 12. There are 145 payments, so N is 145 minus 1 all over 0.0705 all over 12. What we would then need to do is put that into our calculator and work out the answer correct to 2 decimal places. Don't forget to put in the Rand sign. So this would give us 234,888 Rand and 53 cents. This would be worth 4 marks. So the 4 marks would be allocated, definitely a mark for working out the correct value of N, definitely a mark for subbing into the correct formula, definitely a mark for the 1,000, and then a mark for the answer. Right, so we're ready to move on to question 6.1.2. If he makes no further payments but leaves the money in the account, how much money will be in the account on the 31st of January 2033? So that's another year later. Because there are no more payments being made, we have to allow what is in there, so this amount over here, to grow through compound interest. So let's clear some space and let's do the next calculation. Okay, so in 6.1.2, we have to grow the money in his account using A equals P1 plus I to the power of N, because there are no more payments taking place. The amount of money that's in his account is what we worked out in 611. That's our 234,888 Rand and 53 cents. And that has to grow at the same interest rate, 7.5%, compounded monthly. And the money is in there for a year. So it's in there from the 31st of January 2032 to the 31st of January 2033. So it's going to be in there for 12 months. So compounded once a month for 12 months means it will have been compounded 12 times. And we can go ahead and pop that into our calculator and we obtain an answer of 253,123 Rand and 54 cents. So that's how much money you would have in the account on the 31st of January 2033. This is out of 2. So there would have to be a mark for subbing into the correct formula and then a mark for the answer. I hope this was helpful in helping you calculate future value.